Southern Comfort here. I'm out into the greenhouse, and I want to share with you some secrets that I do with my tomato plants each and every year. Since I grow a lot of tomato plants, then I need a easier way to transport these things in case I want to take them outside and just set them outside. And these trays here I use, these are Haas Tool cell trays. These are my seed starting trays. So I use them also to transport. As you can tell, there's water in the bottom. So I use these trays to bottom water my plants. Occasionally I will overhead sprinkle some water onto them because I believe plants love water onto their skin, if you might say it like that. And so I like to overhead water them because I noticed that there is a difference when you do overhead water. Even though it's not rainwater, I believe they still do like it. But here into the cell trays, I also put 1 teaspoon of fish emulsion stirred around to help feed my plants. So this makes it very simple and easy. My other secret is I'm not interested in growing leaves. I grow tomatoes. And so each and every year, if you watch my videos, you'll notice I'm always trimming the leaves because we're not growing leaves, we're growing tomatoes. Now these plants are ready to get into the garden, but we've been having some storms and I've just been holding out. So we know that tomato plants put out a lot of leaves. You notice here I've already trimmed the leaves off because I'll be planting this tomato plant up approximately about right here, about halfway up. And this is kind of turned sideways because of the fact that the wind with the storm did blow this plant over when I had some of them sitting over here, because these plants had so many leaves onto them, I was not able to get all these containers here into the trays. So I trimmed my leaves off because I'm going to be planting them approximately about that deep into the ground. And so I don't need all these leaves. And so what I'm doing is I'm taking all these nutrients and I'm pushing it to the growth on the top. My other thing is that I also, even when the plants are grown, when they get tall, I'll trim the tip of these off, because what happens is the weight of the plant, it just bows it over, and into the garden these leaves just keep growing, and I don't want my leaves touching the soil. And once again, I'm not growing leaves, I'm growing tomatoes. So I do a lot of trimming. I call it hair cutting. I give my plants a haircut. So these are my secrets here of cutting the leaves off, using trays like this, bottom watering, fertilizing into the trays, and transporting them outside. Tomato plants does not mind the water. You can take a shoot and I forgot the name of it, but it's a little plant that comes off like this. It gets bigger. You can take and set it into the water and it will grow roots, because here onto the side there's like little hairs. These are like root hairs. So if you was to set this into the water, it will start springing out some roots. So tomato plants don't mind all the water. You'll see the root there. And so as it's wrapping around, it just reaches for the water. And this is holding my tomato plants off. They size me up potting, because they will be going into the garden soon. And so besides them roots wrapping around, I've got some good set of roots here, I'm sure. Look at that. They're just reaching for that water. So this is my secrets of growing my tomato plants. They do not mind the water. Overhead watering a lot can cause disease onto your plants. They say, I haven't never had any problem, but they say, but this makes it really fast and easy. I take my water hose, I water here. It sucks up the water to the plant. Tomato plants love the water, so it's simple and easy. So this is my secrets of growing my tomato plants before they get into the garden. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you on to the next video. Overhead watering, I believe, just like us, our skin feels good when it gets the water onto it. It does soak up that water. I believe the plants love some water onto them. So I do overhead water at times. All my plants into the greenhouse, give them a little overhead shower of water, and they just absolutely love it. See you on to the next video.